What is up, you guys? Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you guys with Dallas Stewart on the speakerphone. I just got home a little bit. Dallas, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was a. Sometimes, in this league, you gotta win ugly, right?
Yep.
It was kind of ugly, but at the end of the day, Seahawks end up pulling off their fourth consecutive win over the Arizona Cardinals, third straight 10-point win over the Arizona Cardinals by the final score of 20-10 in Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington today. Oh man, I'll tell you what, man. Could not have been as ugly as it was, man. But whew. I mean, first off, we kick off to Arizona, and I think we forced a 3-and-out on our first possession. No, I don't think it was a 3-and-out our first possession. What do you think?
No, I think they might have gotten a first down.
Yeah, they got a first down, but then we forced them to punt. We didn't really do nothing with it, and then after we got the next defensive stop, we just go down, drive downfield, and Walker has a couple of big runs on that drive, and then the next play, Geno fakes it to Walker, hits Jackson Smith and Jigba wide open up the middle for JSN's first NFL touchdown. I hope he kept that ball because, man, JSN, he kind of had a little bit of his coming out party in this game. With Metcalf being out with the injury, I've got to say, JSN, it was about time for him to show what he could do, and we got a good flash of JSN today, except for on, well, we'll get to that part a little later, but JSN definitely showed some flash today.
Yeah, he did.
It was great to finally see him get in the end zone, too. And then a little later on, definitely negatives. I'll tell you what. The only reason why Arizona was even in this game, it started with that DJ Dallas fumble. But props to the defense for freaking getting that big stop. And then freaking Pete Carroll throwing the challenge flag on that play, which took it from 4th and inches to making it 4th and 6, making Arizona have
to incomplete. It was an incomplete pass instead of it being a fumble, and Arizona recovering it, and them facing a 4th and 1.
Where
it became a 4th and 6, and they kicked the field goal.
It was obvious. It was obvious that the guy didn't have control.
That was a huge stop by the defense.
Yeah, and then freaking after that, we hold them to that field goal, which Prater made with ease, and then still got a little bit more rusty in that game too, where we couldn't get anything going on offense, and then Arizona gets that one huge drive, and then I was kind of pissed that freaking it sucks that Boy Mafe got hit for roughing the passer on that play where Witherspoon had that interception in the end zone, which he should have never really taken it out because he could have had it at like the 20, but not that it didn't matter because it hit Boy Mafe, and there was a weird set of penalties in that mix too, which made it 1st and goal from the 25-yard line, which was kind of weird.
And then we gave up that 25-yard run to Dobbs, which was really the only negative play the defense had all game.
Yeah, after that,
that play pissed me off.
Yeah, but Dobbs didn't do jack squat after that. But I'll tell you what, I do love the way that we responded after that. We go on that big drive. JSN gets a couple big plays. We hit Colby Parkinson for a big play. And then, I'll tell you what, Jake Bobo arguably, I think Jake Bobo made the catch of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way that he freaking Geno threw that ball up, only we could get him. And Jake Bobo, I thought first the foot may have came down, but then when we got another look at it, the way that freaking Bobo dragged the toes, he barely got that one by a freaking pube.
Yeah,
got it
huge.
Got it by a
pube. In the league, 14-10.
Yeah, and then freaking...
And it ended up being pretty much the difference.
Yeah, and Pete Carroll, and I give props to Pete for throwing the challenge flag on that one too, man. Pete went 2 for 2 on the challenges, so props to Pete for winning those 2 critical challenges. But Jake Bobo, arguably, with the biggest catch. If we don't get that Jake Bobo touchdown, there's a chance we don't win that game.
Well, it would have been... The game would have been probably... Would we score 6 points in the second half?
Well,
it would have been like 16. It would have been like 16-10.
Yeah, and the props to the defense. Defense pretty much. We shut out the Cardinals in the second half.
Yeah, because the offense had plenty of opportunities in the second half to put it away.
Yeah, and
I remember that one drive we were stopped like 3 times on 1st and goal.
Yeah, but
that series pissed me off.
Oh, absolutely.
For a Myers field goal when we had a chance to go up 21-10 and get some breathing room.
Hey, at least we were smart to take the easy points instead of freaking just being being too crazy and greedy to go for it like in Cincinnati last week. So at least we made the better coaching decision on that. But just we got to also talk about this as a problem. The freaking red zone woes are just it's coming too much, man. I mean, Gino tried looking, staring down JSN again, and freaking, he could have ran it for a first down that one drive too, where we could have added more points and left off another 3 or maybe another 6, and then he throws that freaking interception. Who picked that play off? Who picked that pass off on that interception?
I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
but it was a nice interception. But then the defense held strong.
Defense held strong again, and then later on, Gino loses the fumble. I mean, I know there's going to be a lot of the things going on with Geno Smith, and I had a friend saying to bench Geno, but it's like, in all honesty, Geno and Drew Lock are pretty much all we got this year, though, too. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, and I still am not a believer in Drew Lock. I still think Geno Smith is better than Drew Lock.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
There's a reason Drew Lock is not the starter.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I did give Drew Lock some good praise before the game in my pregame warm up for that.
Making these critical mistakes like this, you'll probably have no choice but to bench him.
Yeah, but let's be real.
He's making critical mistakes in the red zone, and it's going to eventually cost us when we're playing better teams.
Yeah, and the truth is, we're going into the toughest part of our schedule starting next week with Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland and Baltimore in these next 2 weeks, we are starting to enter the toughest part of our schedule.
And then we were lucky that after that fumble by Geno Smith, that Prater shanked an easy 34-yard chip shot.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was pretty much the backbreaker after that for
yeah,
Arizona.
Prater shanking that kick, and would you say he 9-ironed that one?
Yeah, I can't believe he missed that one.
Yeah, I was just as shocked as anybody that he missed that kick, because that would have made.
I think was that the game-sealing drive where we kicked the field goal?
Because that missed kick came after the Geno Smith fumble on the snap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And didn't we
drove down the field and then. Yeah, I will give props.
Myers kicked the field goal that sealed it.
48-yarder to make it a 10-point game. So definitely.
And then we didn't allow them to score and have the potential of recovering an onside kick.
Yeah, we didn't.
And barely cover the 9.5 or 9-point spread.
Yep. But yep, sometimes in this league you gotta win ugly, but I have a lot of concerns with the offense right now, and let's be real, I still wouldn't be surprised if we do draft a quarterback next year in the 2024 NFL draft. I wouldn't be surprised about if we draft a quarterback.
Yeah, we'll see where we're drafting at.
But
I mean, because we're not gonna have Denver's pick this year.
No, exactly.
Yeah, we'll see how much we'll probably be drafting in the mid first round again.
Yeah, but in all honesty though, I'd rather take an ugly win than a frustrating loss. That's
last week.
Yep, that's one way.
It's nice to see him bounce back and get a win. This was a game you needed to win, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. But they got it done.
Yeah, I know.
You couldn't have afforded to lose this game.
Yeah, it sucks.
You lose this game, and it really could have just snowballed for you.
Big time.
Especially with the tough part of the schedule coming up.
Next week, starting with Cleveland. But I also say, man, it sucks seeing Uchenna Wells to go out with that pec injury. But, boy, I mean, even without him, I'll tell you what, Boye Mafe, man, he's starting to come into form, man, on that defense. I'm digging Boye Mafe, man. He was killing Dobbs most of that game, man.
Yeah, and the offense has got to step up because we're gonna need to put up points. We're gonna be going against better offenses.
Yeah, I mean, look at what the freaking look at what the Browns did to. I mean, it wasn't pretty, but they were able to get it done against Indianapolis. Look what the Ravens did to the Detroit Lions today.
Yeah, just dismantled them, a division leader.
Yeah. And Ravens
wasn't even close.
Yeah, Ravens beat them with ease. We whiffed on that one big time. But other than that, though, just happy that we got this 20-10 win.
And the defense is going to be tested in the next coming weeks because they're going to be going against better offenses.
By far and away. So we better be ready. I hope Uchenna's all right. Glad that we were able to weather the storm with the injuries we had. No Evan Brown, no Zach Charbonnet, no DK Metcalf. But Thank God. I'll tell you what. Game ball for me, though, I got to say, we were talking about this on the phone about giving, and Pete gives some props, but I'll tell you what. My game ball goes to Jake Bobo. Without that catch, we don't win that game. Incredible catch of the year. My game ball goes to Jake Bobo for that catch.
Yeah.
What you going
Mike
Bobo?
Bobo, and then the defense for only allowing 3 points off of the 3 turnovers that the offense had.
And the Josh Dobbs touchdown though. So
Yeah.
yeah, defense did its part shutting out Arizona in the second half.
The defense bended, but they didn't break after the turnovers.
Yeah, game ball on offense. Bobo for that incredible catch. And
Arizona got really good field position after the DJ Dallas fumble.
Yeah. Big time.
And after the Geno Smith fumble.
Yeah, which obviously Prater shanked an easy 34-yarder though.
Yeah, I think that was the game-changing play in the game.
Yeah. But other than that though, buckle up guys, because now we're about to enter the toughest part of our schedule. Game picks come in on Tuesday, so let's just knock on wood and hope for the best, but
God, we're almost halfway. God, at the halfway point.
We're already
it's gonna be week 8. Damn.
Yeah, the only team above 500 that we've beaten so far is the Detroit Lions. The only really good team. I mean, but now we're starting to face some even better teams, so buckle up and get ready.
That win maybe doesn't look as good now. After that beatdown they suffered today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be facing better teams, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Catch you guys later. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always, go Seahawks. Mr. I'm a Ghost. Hold that L, bitch ass.